Ambassador Kacin, your signature is one of the 29 that brought North Macedonia just one step from NATO membership. You as a Slovenian official, as a member of the European Parliament, and in the last years as a permanent representative to NATO, have been strongly linked with our country. Personally, what were your feelings on the 6th of February during the signing ceremony in Brussels?
Dobar den. First of all, I need to congratulate, first of all, to your leadership, then to your members of National Parliament, Sobranje, and then, of course, for the matureness of citizens of Republic of Macedonia, who finally understood, despite many of them still opposed to the change of the name. It was really a historical moment, not just for future Republic of Northern Macedonia. It was a historical moment for NATO. Open door policy has proved. We are waiting for the next 30 member of the Great Alliance. And of course, it was a very emotional moment. What I need to underline is the fact that it is not just a great success and not a step forward, but a jump to the future, not just for Macedonia, but first of all for Bulgaria. Without the first friendship agreement between Republic of Bulgaria and Republic of Macedonia, there would not be a position, there would not be preconditions for the great historical agreement on a name issue between Skopje and Athens. The outgoing Republic of Macedonia, for the benefit of incoming Republic of Northern Macedonia, is not just a success for two countries I have mentioned. It is also a very difficult, how to say, meal to digest for the Greek public. But Prime Minister Tsipras really proved himself that he is a great fighter, he is a leadership, he's a leader, he's a statesman, and he really concluded this part of a long-lasting process. You were asking about my emotions. It was the end of long-lasting nightmare. For me, who decided that I will spend one of my political terms in NATO to assist, first of all, Montenegro to become a member, and after that, Montenegro to do the same path and to become a full member, was somehow a moment when I was in position to say to myself, mission is accomplished. I can now look for new challenges for my future life, and somehow I proved to myself that my dedication to support both countries was a relevant one, and I'm proud on that.
Ambassador, can you confirm that the accession protocol is going to be ratified in the Slovenian Parliament during the visit of the Macedonian Speaker, Tala Jaferi?
I cannot confirm that, but I can confirm that we did on our part all what is needed. We created all the preconditions to make it possible for tomorrow. In the case that two countries, Greece and the future Republic of Northern Macedonia, will do their part of job as soon as they will inform all the relevant institutions that you have changed your constitutional name, there would be preconditions. If it happens on time, it can happen tomorrow. If not, it is going to happen as soon as we will get all the necessary certificates.
Do you anticipate any problems in the process of ratification in all member states? And when do you expect to see our national flag in front of the NATO headquarters in Brussels?
I don't, how to say, I don't expect a lot of problems in the ratification, but there might be some political issues and there might be some technical issues. In some members of the alliance, member states, there might be elections. Some of them can ratify it before the election. Some of them will have to do it after. But to be very general, I believe that in a 1 year time, this process might be concluded.
Could it have been possible to strike a deal on the name issue long ago without losing so many years in NATO and European Union waiting halls and, as you have said it many times, making enemies out of the international community?
Well, everything might be possible in the past, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And to be very frank and open, I'm sad because there was not enough political will on your side. Years were lost for nothing. In the case that this agreement would be reached earlier and everything was ready to reach it much earlier, you would already be for years member of our alliance. You would also be a candidate for the EU accession. You would already negotiate for the EU membership. You would already open many chapters on your path, and you would already close many of those chapters. It was a missed opportunity. There were many missed opportunities, and many of your former politicians missed that opportunities because they believe that it is much more comfortable to blame the others and not to do their part of a job. There are some of your neighbors who are still, how to say, hostage of themselves, who are not able to make a step forward, who are not able to reach historical compromises. But I hope and I do believe that your success story will help them to understand that there is nobody except them to adopt decisions for their own future, and first of all for the sake of their young generations who are still emigrating in great numbers to find a better future somewhere out of their countries, somewhere out of their economies, somewhere out of their region.
NATO membership is no magic wand and does not mean that overnight Macedonia will become a land of real European values and standards. What needs to be done so that ordinary citizens can feel the effects of NATO membership?
First of all, what everybody expects is the strengthening of your institutions. When the institutions are functioning, when the institutions are not hostages of ruling politicians, when the institutions are working for the benefits of citizens, this is what we call state of law. This is what is the final objective. When the state of law is functioning, then you will have much more foreign investments. At that time, the process of creating new jobs would start. With new jobs, there is more prosperity, first of all, for younger generations, and much more young people will see and will do their utmost to create their future for them, for their families, for future generations inside of the Republic of North Macedonia. This is what people can expect. This is what they do expect. This is what they are looking for, and this is what they are asking for. So after the accession to NATO, there will be much more very demanding expectations inside of Macedonia, and these also somehow need to include much more productive behaving of the opposition. After you have proved that the future is in reach, you have to continue, and you have to create much better economic and social opportunities for your citizens.
Ambassador, thank you very much for your time and participation in today's show.
Thank you for having me.